thing gonna focus or no? There it is. Alright. How's it going, YouTube? It's been a long minute. I just thought I'd give an update how things are going. I can't remember what we talked about in the last video. It's been that long. But not much has been going on lately. I start training in a couple days for the Chicago Marathon. I got I think a 16-week plan. I'm just going to be doing the Hansen method again, as I did back in 2018. It seemed to work pretty well for what I needed from that time. I'm not going to make any changes to what I did back then. I just felt that was it started out really well, and as the weeks progressed, I could see that I was being a better runner as time progressed there. So I'm probably going to be doing that for this upcoming marathon. I still don't know 100% sure if the marathon will happen or not, but there's been some good signs lately. I think some marathons have continued, and I've already passed actually back in Europe. So I mean, I'm sure that the guidelines for COVID are much different compared to here in America and in Europe, but it's a good sign. It's really a good sign to see that mass gatherings are coming back, and life is coming back to a little bit of being a little bit more normal. So that's really a good sign there. Let's see what else is going on here. So little personal life stories here. Thinking about a second car. So as life goes back to normal, we're going to need a second car for the family. And I've been thinking about getting a electric vehicle. I think it was about time. It's been a few years now since electric vehicles have been out. So a lot of the, first year problems, second year problems, third year, they've all been sorted out for the most part. I'm sure there's, things here and there that probably could be improved on, but for the most part, I think electric vehicles, the technology has come a long way in the recent times. So I'm going to be doing that route. I thought about, upgrading to an electric bicycle. Thing about that though is that, the traffic here in Charlotte, North Carolina, is so unpredictable that I really don't want to be fighting for my life per se. Every day, going to work. My workplace is about 16 miles one way. So I thought, hey, that's a little bit too far for my liking. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who can probably do that, but for me at least, I think that I want to maybe stick with the electric vehicle for now. If I moved closer to my workplace, then obviously, I would be taking bike trips more often. But for now, I think I'll just go ahead and stick with electric vehicle, see how that plays. So I've never had an electric vehicle before, so this would be one of my first purchases if I do go this route. And I was looking into the market. Obviously there's Tesla, there's the new Ford Mustang Mach-E, which just came out, which looks pretty cool. And you have some of the normal players. You have the Chevrolet Volt, which I've heard got some pretty good reviews for the most part. And you got the Nissan Leaf, a little bit more of an affordable option. And I mean, there's just a ton of electric / hybrid vehicles out there now that, you can take your pick which manufacturer you want to go with. They're either going to have at least one hybrid vehicle or multiple, and maybe even some will have an all-electric vehicle. So with that being said, I've been doing some research, looking at tons of YouTube videos, and I think I'm close to what I want to try to get. I'm thinking mostly about the Tesla Model Y, and there's a lot of reasons why I think that would probably fit my personal reasons. The family I have. I was thinking about the Model 3, and I actually test drove the Tesla Model 3 a few weeks ago, And man, being in an electric vehicle, feeling that acceleration for the first time, I mean, it's an eye opener. I mean, I never would have expected that kind of feeling from an electric vehicle. You know, I've never driven one before, and so a few weeks ago when I first, got into one, and unfortunately I didn't take any video of that time, but man, let me tell you, that was just amazing. It was the Tesla Model 3 Performance package. So that was the top of the line, fastest electric vehicle of the Model 3 trim, at least. They have the Model S and the Model X, which are faster, but they're also more expensive and not of my price range that I'm looking for. So I was thinking, the Model 3 looked okay, but needed something a little bigger. So that's why I'm aiming at the Model Y. I'm going to test drive it next week. Actually, no, that's tomorrow, actually. So tomorrow, I'm test driving the Model Y. Give it a shot, see if I like it or not. But yeah, we go from there. I've seen tons of videos, like I said, of both the 3 and the Y, and just think that would probably be the best option for me. Being, having a larger family. They have a third row option. I don't know if I want to entertain that because we have a minivan, and I doubt that we're going to get rid of that. So this would probably be more of like a compact, take 3 or 4 guests, 3 or 4 of us would go on a short trip to the grocery store or around town. There may be times when we probably do road trips, but if we do that, we're probably going to do like a day trip or something, and not something, very complex, because like I said, there's actually 6 of us, so it'll be a little cramped in the Model Y. Just from the videos I've seen, my kids are not very big. It's just we have a lot of luggage. When we go places, we bring like 5 or 6 luggage bags, and having the third row seat in a Model Y, just from the videos, it just doesn't look like it's going to be very accommodating for the multiple luggage bags that we bring when we go on trips. So with that said, we think we'll probably stick with the 5-seater and continue with the minivan for road trips. So this would really eliminate our immediate need for the minivan. If all of us want to go somewhere, obviously we'll take the minivan, and if it's just me, my wife, and maybe a kid or 2, then we'll just go with the Model Y, and just leave it at that. So this would be fun. I mean, it's gonna be mostly our fun car. We've had the minivan, the Honda Odyssey, now for a little over 5 years. It's been great. I haven't had any issues with it, actually. I mean, Honda Odyssey, hats off to them. I mean, they've really, improved the minivan. I mean, actually, I think they're like one of the top selling minivans in America, the Honda Odyssey. So they've really done a magnificent job with that vehicle. But, we want to go a route that would save us on gas purchases, and something that we could use that's a little bit more low maintenance. Not to say that we spent a ton of maintenance money on the Honda Odyssey. I think I've only had to take it to the dealership for maybe 2 or so issues we've had, and they fixed it, and there wasn't any issues after that. So I mean, yeah, they've really done a great job with that vehicle. So it would be really nice if Honda made a electric minivan. I mean, if they did that, oh boy, you're going to see a lot of families jump on that, because that would be amazing. And I know that Tesla's probably had that in mind, but they are looking into their other vehicles right now. I think the Roadster and the Cybertruck are some of their vehicles they're focusing on at this moment. So maybe in a few years they'll turn their attention into the minivan segment for families that have more than 3 or so kids. So with that said, I mean, we'll give this a try. I mean, I may go ahead and put down the $100 order fee after tomorrow's test drive. Just talk with the wife and see how she likes the vehicle and see if we want to go ahead and, pursue that option. So, that's fun. It's exciting stuff. I mean, I know I'm mostly do a running channel. This is mostly supposed to be my running channel, but I felt that was a good announcement because it was, I want to make this part of my life, not just the running part, but also some of the decisions I make in life. We'll go ahead and put this in my vlog. This is my story, so I want to give not just the running and biking part, but also some of the other parts of my life will be recorded here. So this is very exciting. Always buying a vehicle is always a fun and exciting event. Can be stressful at times, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. But turning my attention back to Chicago Marathon. So yeah, training starts Monday. Today is Saturday. I just finished a 10-mile run, which was very gruesome. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I mean, my running has taken a really big nosedive in the past few weeks. I've gotten slower, and because you can blame the humidity and the warmer temperatures, but I was not expecting it to jump that low. I was at a point at a really good optimal pace, but now things have slipped tremendously. So I'm not where I used to be, and that's sort of disappointing, but we'll get back there. Sort of celebrating this week with my last few unhealthy meals. I want to try to eat a little better this time around when I do this training segment for this year. I'm trying to do that, so see how that goes. See if there's anything that we can do to improve the times that I had in plan. So I think race predictor says I'm going to be about a 4 and a half, 4:15 marathon time. I want to try to get it as close to 4 hours as I can. My last marathon in 2018 was about 4 and a half, maybe 4:32. Sorry, about 4:32. So it was not what I wanted, but for a first marathon, I think that was, it's doable. It was acceptable for that. And I had a few issues there in mile 25, which kind of slowed me down. But I'm not expecting that this time. I've heard the Chicago Marathon is for the most part flat, and that works in my advantage because I like flat surfaces and I don't like going up hills that much, especially if it is very hot outside and very humid, which I heard that none of that applies to Chicago, at least not in October, is what I've heard. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but hopefully Chicago weather in October is very cool, breezy, and cold. That's what I like. I like cold weather on my marathons. So we will look forward to that. Excited about that as well. Looking forward to it. Training starts Monday. I think the first week is about maybe 17 miles total mileage. So, that's a little below what my average is. I'm going to still follow pace with the schedule. I'm not going to overdo it. It seemed like last time I did this training method, it worked fine. So just follow the, hold true to the schedule, and don't try to do too much the first week, even though the calendar says, easy miles here, easy miles there for the first couple weeks. Just follow pace, get your diet correct, and then, work on some strength training as well. With the lower mileage, you'll have time to do that. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Here's a shot of my wonderful bicycle here that I always use. This is a Trek Marlin 6. It's a 2016 model. And yeah, this is my workhorse. This is what I use a lot of time when I'm, running errands around town, or when I used this last year for my 30-mile bike commutes to work. So yeah, this is what I use. It's been perfect for my needs. I haven't had any issues with this vehicle at all. So I'm shooting pretty good here. I've had good issues on the road and on the bike, on the car, on the bike. So yeah, I'm looking forward to keeping this for a little bit more. I've actually, during the bike shortage that we had last year, I had some really good offers for this bike. I didn't think I was going to sell it. I just wanted to see what was being offered for this bicycle, which is really an entry-level mountain bike in the Trek model lineup. So it's not really top of the line. It has a few Shimano parts here and there. The brakes upgraded to Shimano, but originally came with what was it called? Techno brake or something. I can't remember the exact name, but yeah, I mean, Shimano Tourney drivetrain, which is very cheap. Bike rack, $20, $30 bike rack. The lights, yeah, they're okay. This is stuff from Amazon. The wheels, or the bond changer, Trek's Trek wheels actually. So they were built by Trek themselves. They just call it the bond changer, which is, I guess, a small affiliate of the Trek brand. And they've been well. Haven't had any issues with them. Some spokes did break, but that's expected when you take a bike over 8,000 miles. Like, this bike has been everywhere. I took it to the beach a couple months ago, and yeah, I really enjoy the way this bike rides. It's very fun, it's flexible, it gets me to where I need to go. Not extremely heavy, or at least I've been used to the weight. Would I purchase again? Yes, I would definitely purchase this again if I needed to have another mountain bike / commuter bike. This is a perfect option for that. And I'm surprised that Trek doesn't really market this as a commuter bike, because it's been one heck of a ride for running errands and getting stuff done on these 29-inch wheels. And such a relaxed position. A little aggressive riding, but that's what I like. I don't want to be completely upright. So this has been everything I needed it to be. And you see, I've been adding multiple things on this bike over the years. It's constantly changing appearance-wise. So yeah, I enjoy this thing. I have a Bianchi at home, which is my sort of the road bike that I have. It's a steel road bike, Bianchi Volpe. It's not one of the expensive carbon race bikes that they sell now. But even that bike, that's a little lighter and much more nimble than this bike is. And I use that just for joyriding for the most part. I'm not really one of those people who go out and buy $10,000 carbon bike and with all the fancy pedals and all the fun stuff like that. So this is really just the Bianchi I have is really just a bike I use for a little bit of road riding here and there. I haven't really taken it on anything longer than 50 miles for the most part. I probably would be very fine doing that. It's a very comfortable ride. I could do that if I wanted to, but I haven't at this time, unfortunately. But yeah, a few things. This video is probably way off topic from what I originally wanted it to be. I see I'm approaching 20 minutes now, so let me wrap this up and get you guys going with your lives. So yeah, thanks for watching. Many more exciting things to come. Once I get finalize if I'm going to get a Tesla or not, the Model Y, I'll definitely make videos of that. There's a ton of videos of it already, but I mean, we could probably do something a little different. Maybe take it on a journey, like do it for. I mean, I don't know, like some kind of comparison between this brand versus this brand. We can do that, or we can, have other options that we can do for future videos. We could definitely do that for the most part. So yeah, we'll see what happens. This thing is not in focus. Okay. Alright, so this video is probably not going to be in a lot of focus for the most part, because don't know why. It's like, okay, there we go. There, no, focus cancel. Okay, now there we go. Now it's a lot better. So yeah, exciting things to come. Stay tuned. Definitely enjoy your running. If you are planning to run a marathon this year, good luck with that. Half marathon, good luck with that. 5Ks, 10Ks, 8Ks, 20Ks, 50Ks, 80Ks, 401Ks. Good luck with that as well. Just enjoy yourselves, have fun, be safe, and talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.